So the other day, um, I posted an article about shedding season, and I talked about brushing. Oh, by the way, can you guys hear me? I tried to do I tried to pick it up on my tablet to watch it, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let's see. I guess the microphone is on, so I'm going to assume that you can hear me. So, oh, okay. Thank you, Betty. Um, I talked about brushing your cats the other day in an article, and a lot of people think you don't really need to brush cats because they groom themselves. But especially in the summer when they start shedding a lot of fur, it's a good idea to brush them to get rid of that extra hair because then they lick it and ingest it and or they have a hard time digesting their extra hair, which causes, of course, hairballs. So I use this. It's a pin tip brush, but the tips are coated, and so it's softer. They do have like pin brushes that are they're hard metal, and they're I don't know they're for for especially like Zach. He has very fine fur, very thin, very fine, and so the bristles would really go in and hit his scrape along his skin really easily. So I don't think it would be very comfortable for a cat like this. The pin tip brushes are more for long haired or coarse haired cats. Zoe has a little bit of coarser hair, but it's not real long. You can see it's like kind of medium length. But the coated tips are really nice for her. She doesn't mind the brush at all, and they're kind of I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of it's hard to. Oh, there we go. It's kind of angled, so when you brush down, it grabs more of the fur. Oh. Sometimes she likes to smell it first before I brush her. She's like, "What's going on here? What are you using on me?" But she seems to enjoy it. Sometimes Zach will let me brush him, but other times he's not so fond of it. So anyway, once you brush him, you can see. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's picked up a lot of the hair, and you can easily just remove it from the brush. And I'll try to brush him and see what he does. Well, he seems to be okay with it right now. Maybe just because he's sleepy. Yeah, he seems to like it. At first, I tried it on him, and he really did not like the brush at all. But Zoe's never really had a problem with it. So, what's your all's experience with grooming your cats? Do you ever brush yours? Do they have an issue with it? Do you bathe them at all? I do have this kind of a spray that I use on them, but I kind of rub it in my hands. I don't spray them directly because they really don't like that. But I'll spray my hands and kind of rub it through their fur. You don't really need to bathe cats much because, they bathe themselves, but um, sometimes maybe like I don't know, once a month or so, it might be a good idea to bathe them. But they have waterless sprays that are more like foam, and those are really nice. Oh, yeah, look at that. Ugh, gosh, I can really tell a difference. Like through the only time Dart lets me brush him is when he is eating. He's an affection eater. All right. Yeah. Sometimes the only time you can get anything done is when they're otherwise occupied. I've heard one trick with dogs is you put saran wrap around your head and put peanut butter on it, and then you lean your head down, and while the dog is licking the peanut butter off, you can like clip their nails and stuff like that. So you can use little tricks like that to distract them. But yeah, when they're eating, or like right now when they're sleeping, Zach is a lot more uh, amiable when he's napping. But anyway, through the winter, they really didn't shed a whole lot, so I didn't have an issue, with having to vacuum a lot or anything. But I noticed a big difference when it started getting warmer. Man, they really started shedding more. Of course, my cats, they do go outdoors. Zoe, especially, she's an indoor outdoor cat. She spends about maybe 50% of her time out there. She likes to hunt. In fact, I just found a dead mouse today on my back porch. That was very nice. The other day, a couple days ago, I found a shrew, and no, it wasn't tame. But yeah, Zach goes outside too, but he doesn't spend as much time out there. And because of his the black fur, he doesn't like to spend too much time when it's hot out. He actually, there are a lot of cats that don't like their tummy rubbed, but he really does. He likes rolling around on his back, and he'll lay there and want me to rub his belly. And he's fine with it. See, he's even lifting his leg up so I can rub his belly. It's almost like a dog. He's so funny. He's a very affectionate, very cuddly cat. He's pretty needy too. They both kind of like to be wherever I am. If I'm like folding laundry or whatever, they'll follow me into the bedroom, get up on the bed, of course. And then when I go back into the living room to watch TV, they're back in the living room. A lot of people kind of assume that cats are all very independent and aloof, and that's not always true. My Zoe can be very independent. She likes to go out on her own and hunt and everything. Oh, see, there she goes. But she also likes to stick around where I am. She loves to get on my lap. She likes being held. She'll climb up on my shoulder and want me to carry her around. Ugh, so much hair. Goodness. Gonna have to clean that up. Ugh, I wish this place had hardwood floors instead of carpet. I may have to work on that. Oh, Betty said something. I missed it. Oh, I wish you could scroll back. Oh, there we go. How old are your feline overlords? um, Zoe, let's see, 2018. I think she turns 8 this month. Actually, both their birthdays are in June. Um, Zach is a year younger than Zoe. Zoe turns, I believe she turns 8, and Zach turns 7. I got Zoe first and had her for about a year, and then I got Zach. She did not like him at first. Well, they didn't really like each other. They sniffed each other and then hissed at each other. But Zach, I think he was weaned a little too early from his mom because he stopped. He started trying to nurse off of her, and she didn't really like that at first. He kept persisting though, and eventually she just let him do it, even though he wasn't getting anything. She was. I think she kind of had a little bit of motherly instinct. She had been spayed, but he still tried to nurse off of her. I felt kind of bad because apparently, like I said, I think he might have been weaned a little too soon, but there wasn't anything to be done about that. Yes, he's very sweet. Yeah, and he's very affectionate. He's a very loyal cat too. I had in 2020 I had COVID and I was ugh, I was so sick. I was in bed, my back hurt really bad. I was in bed for several days and Zach hardly ever left the bed. He just left to eat and use the litter box, but other than that, he was right back in bed with me. He stayed pretty much the whole time. Zoe, she had enough of it. She went off on her own, did her own thing. She would come and visit me, but Zach was there with me the whole time, pretty much. He's a very sweet cat, but he's also a little needy. He whines. He meows a lot. Zoe hardly meows at all. She she tells me what she wants with her actions more than anything. She has this little raccoon. If you were on, I had a cat chat with Karen Marie Shelton a few weeks ago, and I was talking about the raccoon noisemaker that I hung on the door. And whenever she goes and scratches it, it chitters like a raccoon, and that lets me know that she wants to go outside. So she's a pretty smart cat. Zach, he's, I mean, he's smart in some ways, but he's not quite as clever as Zoe. I taught him to sit though. Um, he will he will sit for treats. Zoe's not so much. She's not motivated by treats as much as he is. But anyway, I got that raccoon. I put it on the basement door because when I moved in, I had mice, so I wanted them to go down there and get rid of them. So I put the raccoon on the basement door to teach them whenever they would scratch on the raccoon, make the raccoon chitter. I'd open the basement door. They could go down there and hunt or search around or whatever. Well, that worked for Zoe at least, and then the back door and the basement door are adjacent to one another, so she would go and scratch on the raccoon and then turn and look up at the back door. So she learned that she could use the raccoon not only to go down to the basement, but when she wanted to go outside. Pretty clever. So I accommodated her request partly because I thought it was pretty clever, and she was letting me know what she wanted, which was fine. Um, but yeah, she's a very smart cat. Zach sleeps a lot more than she does, which means he's also a little heavier than Zoe. She goes outside a lot and hunts and everything, so she has plenty of exercise to keep her slim. But Zach is mainly an indoor cat, so he uh, he gains a little weight. Hello, William. Well, anyway, I really wasn't. I didn't really have any plans for this live. I was just going to do a little cat chat just for practice. I was going to go to, or I am going to in June go to different Pride Fest. Going, I'm going to do a Midwest Pride tour, and I'm starting in Kansas City the first full week in June. I think it's June, I don't know, 7th and 8th or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to broadcast live from different locations in the Midwest, starting in Kansas City. And I haven't done very many lives, especially myself. Just I've been guests on a couple of them, but I wanted to do one on my own just to practice and make sure everything worked okay. Seems to be going okay. It got started all right. Sound works. I guess it's good. Yes, thank you, William. I'm gonna do. I don't know all the locations I'm gonna do. I was gonna go to Chicago, but after figuring out how much everything was gonna be, I if I'd have to stay in a Airbnb or something and take the train and all that, it was just gonna cost too much. So I'm cutting Chicago out. It's kind of disappointing, but I don't know. If I get more paid subscribers, hint hint, uh, I might be able to put it back on my schedule. But for right now, I'm just gonna skip that one. But I've got several more I'm gonna go to, and I'm still gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good time. Today is Harvey Milk's birthday. I did not know that. I should have. Should I be ashamed that I didn't know that? I don't keep up with things. Sometimes my mind is too full of other things. I just can't remember things. Well, Zach is not being very he's not being much of a ham today. Oh, I know. I need to hand over my gay card. I've heard that. Well, I don't really care for Cher all that much. She's all right, but I know that's another thing that's like I do love Lady Gaga. Does that make up for it? Maybe. Oh well. I mean, she's not bad. Cher, she's okay. She's just not like I'm not like obsessed with her or anything. Eh, I don't follow all the gay stereotypes. Maybe a few of them. Hey, Hmm. What are you doing? Well, for my last cat chat, he was very active. I actually He actually played, and you could see him in action. But this time, he is very lazy. He has no reason to be tired. He hasn't done much today. Cher was great in Moonstruck. I don't know if I've seen that. I know that's the one she won an Academy Award for, though, wasn't it? Uh, I guess I should watch it. My favorite actress is Nicole Kidman. I think she is fabulous in everything she does. Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage was in that one. That's another one I don't really love. I think he kind of acts the same in every movie. He's always kind of got that deadpan expression, and uh, I don't know. I should still watch it though. My brother owns it. Yes, it's still on. He's got it on DVD. You know what those are? Yeah, this was before streaming. I don't know. You could probably find it on streaming. Mm, So much hair, you guys. Zach's hair is very fine. He's very soft. I took him to the vet one time and they were petting him and they said, "Oh my gosh, he's like soft like a bunny." And he is. He's very soft. Eyes wide shut. Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut was a crazy one. Oh, hello, Linda. Linda. Oh, Elizabeth. Hello. Do you guys have any cats? I was before you got here, I was talking about grooming, and I was demonstrating. Zach and Zoe both were enjoying the brushing, or at least it appears that they are. Apparently, Zoe got bored and left. Not that I blame her. Well, as I was telling everybody else before you guys got here, I this was kind of just a last minute thing. I just decided to try live, and I wanted to do practice before I do the Pride Fest ones in June. So I wanted to make sure everything worked okay. I did one when I went to a botanical garden and did a live video, and it was really, it didn't work very well, but I was also outside and I don't know if the connection was that great. So eh, when I'm out at Pride Fest, I'm hoping it's going to work okay. I'm changing phone carriers and I'm getting a new phone. So I hope it's going to work. Hope so. How many cats does everybody have? I just have two, Zach and Zoe. Zoe was here, but if you joined late, well, you missed her and she's probably not going to come back. Zoe, Zoe. Sometimes they come when they're called. Zach usually does. Zoe, whenever I go outside and if she's within earshot and I call her name, she will come running. But when we're inside and she's got other things that she's occupied with, she may not listen. Zoe? Hmm. I heard her scratching earlier, and I think she might have been scratching on my toilet paper in the bathroom. You ever have cats that do that? Nobody's saying anything in the chat. I don't know if that's something that's frozen for me. Oh, there we go. One really big black one named D'Artagnan. Oh, yes. Three Musketeers, right? One big black one. He's really not. I mean, he may look big because he's a little overweight, but as far as length and height and everything, Zoe's actually a little bit bigger than him. Well, I had 7 people on here right now, which is, I mean, it's more than I expected because I just did this at the last minute. I wasn't planning on doing anything significant. I'm not like making any kind of big announcement or have any um, important topics to discuss. I just wanted to get on real quick and show off my cats, talk a little bit about grooming. Anything anybody wants to talk about or know or ask about cats, what I what I do to take care of them or anything like that. I have a cat publication if you're interested in that. Most expensive cat toy. I try not to spend too much on my cat toys. I bought a cat tree, but actually I lucked out when I bought it. I searched through Amazon and I found one that was only like $50 and it was a pretty tall one. It was the tallest one I could find, and I guess they must have been doing some kind of deal or something. So I bought that, and that was mm, About 8 years ago. It's really lasted. They've really ripped it up. I mean, it had the twine around it and everything, and they have shredded it, shredded the carpet on it, but they love it. I mean, they climb up and down it all the time. Um, that's probably the most expensive. I don't know if I call that a toy or not, but that's probably the most expensive item that I've gotten for them. I've got I've got a ripple rug. I need to do a live where I show off the ripple rug. It's really cool. I've tried other some toys. I tried this electronic one, a battery powered one that looked like a spaceship or something. It spun around and had a little butterfly on the top, and the butterfly spins and everything. But they didn't care about it. Zach was like he swatted at it a couple times, and um, that was it. Well, like I said before, he's a little needy. So whenever I was doing work on the computer and stuff, sometimes he would be kind of whiny. So I wanted to get like a an independent toy for him to keep him occupied, but that didn't work for me. He It was a waste of money. Other than that, I don't spend too much on their toys. A lot of times they don't need anything very expensive. They play with like little mice, um, toy mice. Zoe plays with real mice, but as far as toys go, they like the little fake mice, balls. Zach will chase those, or I'll flick those down the hallway, and he'll run down and chase that down. Um, Springs, some of them like Zach kind of like springs, little plastic coiled springs. Um, oh, wands of fishing, the fishing wands, like the extendable wand, like a fishing pole with a little lure on the end of the stretchy string. He loves that, and that's pretty inexpensive. You can get that at Walmart or some grocery stores and stuff sell those, but those are very effective, and they toys really help an indoor cat, especially one that doesn't get outside or anything. It really helps them exercise, and I really need to do that a little more with him. But now that summer's here, he goes outside a little more and gets more exercise. And he has lost a little weight. The last time I took him to the vet, she said she'd like him to lose a little. He wasn't at the point where he needed to be on a prescription diet food, or he wasn't diabetic or anything. I mean, he doesn't look that bad. But anyway, I did start feeding him a higher protein, lower carb cat food. A lot of times, the if you get like um, an indoor formula, it will be higher protein, lower carb for that reason, because a lot of indoor cats do gain weight easily. Some of the Sometimes the ideal weight or the healthy weight cat foods they don't really like that much. Kind of like humans, diet food just doesn't taste as good. Well, um, we've been on here a little over 30 minutes. I'm probably going to go try to get something productive done. like I said, I just wanted to get on and um, get a little practice in before June. So I really appreciate everyone joining me. I'm glad I had a few viewers at least just to give me a chance to interact. Oh, hello, April. I was just telling them I'm probably going to go pretty soon because this was just kind of an impromptu video. I was just showing off my cats, brushing them a little bit. Zach's being kind of lazy, so it may not be a very exciting video, but sometimes this is the only way he tolerates being brushed is when he's sleeping. This could be like an ASMR kind of thing. Yes, thank you, Betty. I appreciate you coming on and responding to me and everything. That was really helpful. And everyone else, thanks for joining. Um, I want to try to do more of these lives. I might do one like every Thursday. I don't know what time or anything it'll be, but I'm still getting used to the live stuff. Oh, I am going to be on. If you're familiar with Gen Xe, I'm going to be on their live program. I think it's Wednesday of next week, if that's still correct. Oh, here's Zoe's decided to come back and join us. She's looking up the closet because the door is closed. Anytime a door is closed, she wants in. Doesn't matter what's in there. There could be nothing in there. She wants to, yeah, she's trying to open it. Zoe. Oh, look at that. You just opened it. She can be quite clever. In my last place, she was able to open cabinet doors in my kitchen. Sometimes I would come home and all the cabinet doors would be open. Yeah. Definitely. What are you doing? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, look who's up. She's sweet. I love calicos. They're my favorite. I love the uniqueness. None of them are alike. All their markings are different. Mhm. Aren't you pretty? Oh, and here's groomer, Zach. He tends to be an over groomer. He licks himself, he licks Zoe, he licks me. Well, anyway, this seems like it's getting kind of boring. I don't know. So I'm going to go for today. We'll think of another topic for the next time I go live. Again, I appreciate you, everybody, joining me. Have a good day. Bye bye.